This will be the 8th play of this drive.
Hello, everybody. You are now watching Hollywood Sports, the most realistic sports channel on YouTube. Hey, guys, real quick, as you can see, playing in the background there, you got the 49ers and the Seahawks. That's going to be a really big game tomorrow, and that's why I'm playing it right now. And I know everybody's going to be watching the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. But what I wanted to talk about is have a discussion, or really talk about Cam Webber and EA Sports. And I got my notes right here if you see me looking down. Let's talk about what Cam Webber and his team has done since Madden 12. Now, I know some of these things were in the game before and they took them out, like Madden 05, Madden 06, Madden 08. They had some good things that they took out of the game, and now Cam Webber and his team is putting them back in. And one of those things that they fixed, I don't know if it's ever been fixed before, they might not necessarily bring this back, but they fixed the psychic DBs. Well, the cornerbacks and safeties, they would catch interceptions with their back turned, and they wouldn't even be looking at the ball, and all they do is stick their arm up like this, and it was an interception. They fixed that. Because I know that was one of the things a lot of people were complaining about having those psychic DBs. Another thing they fixed was super linebackers. The linebackers would jump really high to catch an interception. They fixed that. And I know that was another big complaint everybody always complained about EA Sports fixing. Well, I don't know if Cam Webber was watching videos or whatever, but they fixed that. And another contribute to that was they brought in, the pass trajectories were really bad in Madden for years. The different pass trajectories. I know that was another issue we all complained about, and they fixed it. Okay? I think there's over, I don't know how many it is, but I know it's over 10 different trajectories you can do when passing the ball. Okay? So they fixed that, guys. They put in better sideline catch animations. Another complaint we all had in the Madden community, that when the guys catch the ball close to the sideline, they couldn't make a sideline catch. They would always catch the ball out of bounds or run out of bounds before they got a chance to catch the ball. They fixed that, guys. They fixed that animation, those sideline catch animations. They brought in double hit tackling. I'm not sure how long that was complained about, or whatever years it was, but I know I heard people complaining about that, because I've only started playing Madden. I think it was Madden 09 or even Madden 10. I think I started playing Madden. But I know people complain about double hit tackling, and we have that now. Another thing they did was bring in, one of the great things they bring in was connected careers, connected franchise. I mean, that part of the game is true simulation, I think, the way the NFL truly acts. You can do your drafts, you can do scouting, you can do all those things that they really do in the NFL. You can design your own playbook. So I thought that was simulation, that connected careers. It replicated the NFL. And then we go to Madden 13. They did all that in Madden 12. They came back with Madden 13, and they start talking about physics, a true physics engine. And I know we all talked about that. We wanted true physics in the game. Well, height and weight and speed and momentum was all that contributing in the game. And we could get the Infinity engine and have true physics. Because I know Cam Webber said he's gonna give himself 3 years to improve this game. But what I want to do real quick is show you guys that video where he talked about the physics engine.
Third down after the sack. Russell Wilson will take.
Here with the fourth of 7 videos in the Madden NFL 13 playbook series. Now, one of the big improvements this year is the way the game actually plays. You feel like you're right in the game on Sunday. You're in the NFL. And why? Because the Infinity engine, that's the big thing. So let's go check that thing out. Bam! Hey, I'm here with Victor Lugo, gameplay designer for Madden NFL 13. I'm telling you, you put this game on and this thing looks real. It's so authentic, and everybody's talking about the new Infinity engine. Tell me about it.
Well, the Infinity Engine alludes to the limitless possibilities that we have in this game now due to this engine. It is an animation-driven physics engine which augments every single animation in the game in a realistic manner. So every animation that you thought you would have noticed or recognized is now completely different because of the interaction that happens between people. You'll see legs flailing realistically. You'll see more momentum conserved. You'll see players flying off the line much more realistically. And I'm really looking forward to showing people.
Well, we talk about reactions, you know, actions, reactions. We talk about guys hitting. I mean, these two guys flying around the football field, smacking people, call them snot bubble hits, right?
Yes.
Now this game actually shows exactly what's going on with the reaction that you have from those hits and the way bodies actually work.
Right. Well, you know, at the basic level, force equals mass time acceleration, we're talking about big guys hitting each other really, really hard. And we want to reflect that in the game. So if you give me a second, I'm going to show you a quick video that reflects exactly what we're talking about. So here's a quick comparison of Madden NFL 12 versus 13. So as you can see on this hit, this is a good animation, but we've improved it. But let me point some things out to you real quick. So as you see these guys hit each other, you notice that there's an invisible wall here who kind of stops, and we've lined them up really well, but they kind of don't stop. Look at the line that the guy's standing on when he falls.
Right.
Also, you'll observe that this leg goes through, and you'll observe that the arms actually interpenetrate as well. Now let's look at Madden NFL 13. This guy's flying way over here.
Right, you can see the momentum actually
That
carrying
didn't happen
across
before.
the screen, right?
Exactly. So momentum is conserved as it always should be. He's going to fly way over here. Look at that leg. Didn't go through. He's pushing that leg.
Right.
That's exactly what should happen. If I push your leg, you're going to move. Same with the arm. It no longer goes through. So that's the type of realism and that's the type of variety that we're going to carry over to all of our plays and all of our interactions that happen in the game. And that's going to make it really, really emergent and feel really organic and alive.
Well, we talk about the passing game all the time. We saw some examples there. What about the running game? How's that different?
The running game is now drastically different. You have to really think about not only how your play executes, but how it unfolds. You can no longer try to just run through your blockers. You have to wait for those blockers to make the block. You have to look for holes. You have to look for guys in your way because you can't run through people. You have to really, really understand this is my lane. This is where I need to run, and I can't just run through people. If I need to jump over somebody, I need to, but I can't just walk through them.
Right. Yeah, you know, one of the things about the NFL and playing in the NFL is you can't predict it. You know, you're going up against a guy. I don't know what he's going to do. I try to set him a certain way, but ultimately, he's going to do what he does. I have to react. So tell me about the unpredictability of this game.
When you play this game, moving forward with the Infinity Engine, you have to fight for every single yard. The guy on the field is going to fight for every yard, so I need to fight for every yard as well.
And that's different from last year's version of this game where that play would have just essentially been
Absolutely. You'd see it, you'd know when it's over, but now, in this case, you just don't know. These guys are going to fight harder. Things are going to be more organic and realistic, and you're going to have to play to the whistle.
That's awesome, man. The new Infinity Engine, obviously, it makes a lot of difference. There's no question about that. And when you look at the new Madden NFL 13 game, it is so realistic. I mean, it's like being there on Sunday.
That's right.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us. Victor, thank you so much.
Thank you. Come play the game.
Yeah,
All right, guys, y'all remember that video, right? Well, they came back. You know, the physics engine wasn't really all that great. Like I said, it's going to be another learning curve for those guys. You know, Cam Webber said 3 years. You got Madden 13, Madden 14, which is Madden 25, the current gen, PS3 and 360. Now we got next gen. That's 3 years. But I don't think they realized when they started going with the Infinity Engine how they didn't really know too much about it. So they're going through a learning curve about these physics, this True Physics Infinity Engine. Now, you know, they're talking about the other engine for next gen. So I think it's taking them longer than 3 years than they said they would. Cam Webber said. You know, then they came back with Madden 14, or really Madden 25, and they kind of fixed the Infinity Engine a little bit, where they weren't so jerky and jumping around after tackles and stuff like that. So like I said, they're learning. So I think that put their progression back as far as dealing with animations and everything when you're dealing with that Infinity Engine. Let's see. And let's talk about next gen. They improved better line play. You know, with this next gen system, they improved the line play. Now, they improved the line play interactions, the blocking and stuff, the pass blocking, but they did not improve the line play awareness. They did not improve their line play awareness. Let's see. They gave us True Step, locomotion system for running and cutting. They gave us that for next gen. Because I think they have the power to do that now. It took a lot to do that, to have those guys actually making true steps on the field. It's not perfect, but I think they're going to make it better, guys. And you got to realize they made 2 games in 1 year. They made two Madden 25s. So I think they really took a lot of shortcuts to get this game fitted in. They should have just waited before they went to next gen. Maybe the systems could have came out, but they should have waited to Madden 15 to bring this game out. Let's see. And then they talked about living worlds, right? And we all know we don't have no living worlds. I think they're moving too fast, guys. They couldn't put all that stuff in. They tried to add some new stuff to next gen, but they weren't ready for it. They talked about living worlds. They talked about new player sense feature. Again, that's not true either. They talk about the calculations and all this stuff of players. Living worlds and new player sense feature. We didn't see any of that. So let's watch this video.
Close to you, feel people by you, and after a while, it just becomes second nature.
With player sense, players are aware of what's going on around them and they do appropriate action.
We've expanded player sense. Characters are making hundreds of calculations per second.
Running line of sight checks on the ground. They're actually checking what's ahead of them.
So players do things that are very subtle, but make them seem much more intelligent on the field.
The battle up front is one of the most important parts of being successful on offense or defense.
Our big feature with the war in the trenches is pass blocking.
One of the first things we wanted to address with pass blocking is making sure that the linemen were aware of the spot that they needed to protect in the pocket. Our guys are able to make up to 60 calculations per second when finding a target. That's 5 guys across the line, all in the goal to set a passing pocket and to throw the ball.
When you watch these guys picking up blitz and do double teams and sorting, what you realize is they're not only thinking on their own, but they're thinking as a team.
But football is a very physical game, so what you're going to see is the offensive line really fighting the defensive line.
The war in the trenches, man, they have to be able to fight. You know, our guys, they fight as hard as they can.
There's a handful of elite running backs in the league. You know, they all possess some kind of quality about them that's unique.
Step locomotion actually stitches individual leg clips or step clips together based on what you're doing with the stick.
It's going to make you feel more like you have a true sense of speed as you're running.
The faster you're moving, the more steps you have to take to actually gather yourself.
And takes into account the speed and momentum of the player.
As you watch these players, they start looking more and more like football players and less like video game characters.
All right, guys, I'm back. Now, let's talk about what needs to be done for Madden 15. We know that awareness was the biggest issue in Madden football. Awareness is the biggest issue in Madden football on these players. And programming. But awareness, every critique video out there that anybody makes, it's about player awareness. They're not reacting like true simulation football you see on Sundays. And another reason for that is animations. They need to triple the animations. Okay? And I hope the game changers, hopefully I want to be a game changer, because I'm going to tell those guys like it is what they need to do. Because they always bring the game changers after they did all their stuff and then try to get their input afterwards. No, they should bring the game changers in during the development stages of this game. Right from the beginning. When they start programming this game, they should bring the game changers in. And I hope the game changers are telling EA Sports what they need to hear. Okay? And they need to be telling them stuff like this. They need to triple the animations or quadruple the animations on this game. And I think that's a big reason for scripted gameplay. They try to make the gameplay fit even their commentary. Are they trying to make the gameplay fit the animations? They just need to bring a lot more animations to this game so the game doesn't trigger the wrong animations too. Okay. Another thing they need to fix is again raise the player awareness. each player awareness. Because every critique video talks about awareness of the players not playing like they're supposed to. Because if you check this out, at least 90%, if not close to it, when you playing online, everybody wants to pick San Francisco 49ers and the Seahawks. Why? Because their awareness on those players are really high. Okay? Everybody wants to play with the 49ers. When you go to tournaments, everybody wants to play with the 49ers. It's because their awareness. So they should increase the awareness of everyone in this game so they can play well. And then program it right. Okay, another thing they need to improve for Madden 15, they need to improve the play-by-play commentary. Because really, there is no play-by-play commentary in this game. It's all color commentary. They need to have a play-by-play commentary like 2K. 2K tells you what's going on the court by detail. You know, so-and-so travel, or he did a spin move, or he got a block. You know, or whatever the deal is, it needs to be described in detail. That's what play-by-play is. They need to fix that in Madden, because Madden is nothing but color commentary. That's another thing they need to bring from Madden 15. EA Sports, if you're listening, I'm telling you what you need to do to fix your game. If you can achieve, EA Sports, I'm talking to you. If you're watching this video, EA Sports, because I know y'all be checking these videos out. If you can improve all those things I just mentioned, the animations and the awareness, which is really the main two things you need to fix, and the play-by-play, all you guys got to do is program, test, and fix. Program the game, test the game, and correct and fix the game. That's all you guys have to do. Program the game, test the game, and fix the game. Because when we do video critiques, we showing you what's wrong with the game. All you got to do is go in and fix it. You guys should be doing that before you even bring the game out. Program the game, fix the game, and then do it again. Program the game, test the game, and fix the game before you even bring out the demo. And then you don't have to bring out all these patches, guys. You should be doing that before the game even comes out. So, guys, that's Hollywood Sports on his rant, telling you what's been improved and what's the problems with Madden. And we all know it's awareness, player awareness, and player programming. Those players can't do what they do without being programmed, okay? And they need to fix the commentary. If they do those three things, Madden would be a great game. All right, everybody. I hope I didn't make this too long, but as always, until next time, everybody.
Can your offensive tackle make the block to free up that running back so he has a chance to get in that secondary and make a nice run out of it? Colin Kaepernick under center.